And I'm excited. Now look here. I want to tell you about a process, something that happened to me a few months ago that I never had an idea of happen. I never in my life experienced anything at this magnitude. What I'm just thinking about, I was in Delaware bringing forth the word, doing a revival there. And something happened that I never even dreamed of happening before in my life. For instance, I was there praying. I went to the altar to pray, and I saw sparkly things all over the floor. I couldn't explain it. So I just thought, I thought somebody throw some sparkles on the floor, but I thought that was a very nice touch to the pulpit. Well, I was getting ready to bring forth the word, and God started dealing with me concerning the glory of God. The glory of God being filled in the house. I was praying about seeing God's glory. I was being just like Moses in the 33rd chapter of Exodus when he was talking about, Lord, show me your glory. And I asked God in prayer one night, God, show me your glory. I want to see the manifestation of God, not only in the scriptures, but also in life. I want to see and experience God in a manner that I never experienced him before. And one night during this revival, I was bringing forth the word, and I was teaching on the glory of God. And I saw a cloud come up. And so at the time in my sermon, I said, well, y'all see the glory of God. And at the time, I'm saying things out of my mouth, not really understanding or really believing what I was saying. But the cloud came, and I'm looking with my eyes, and I'm saying, well, now, wait a minute. I had never seen this before. And to the point, I looked at my hands, and when I started looking at the hands, I started seeing gold particles on my arm. And so I started looking at the congregation. I said, do y'all see what I'm seeing? I thought I was about to lose my mind. It's amazing to ask God for something, and when God manifests and shows you that, you get to a point in your life that you say, no, wait a minute, God, it is you. And I never in my life had ever seen gold dust. To the point, it's so funny. It's so point. When I saw this gold dust, and it was hundreds of people there that had gold dust on their hands, on their faces, on their hair. And I'm thinking to myself, now this is crazy. I cannot believe this. I had never heard about it in the Bible. And so it was some on the ceiling there. And so I took my cell phone out. I said, now I know people are not going to believe this. So I took my cell phone out to take a picture of this gold dust. What was so interesting, there was a 92-year-old woman that was sitting to the right of me, and I'm getting ready to take a picture, and I looked up to the ceiling, and the woman told me, don't do it. I said, now ma'am, people will not believe me when I tell them about gold dust. She said, don't do it. You cannot take a picture of God's glory. Well, being hard-headed as I am, because I'm saying, I'm seeing this for myself. Everybody else in the room is seeing this. Surely a God, you can take a picture. Well, you do know that when I took a picture of this, you couldn't even see it on the camera. It was a black spot on the camera. And I'm saying to myself, now, wait a minute. And then God dealt with me on that word, is that you got to experience God. Too many times in our life, we just want to take a picture moment. We want to exploit God. We want to experiment with God. But very few people want to experience God. I want to encourage you here that's looking at this part of the broadcast. I want to encourage you to experience God. Experience his love. Experience his forgiveness. Experience God's grace. Don't take God's grace for granted. I really believe in my heart that God is grooming his people for greatness. He grooms us through the trials. I teach a sermon concerning God is training us to trust him through our trials and our tribulation. I believe that God is doing great things in your life. I want you to hold your head up high. I want you to look to the hill where cometh all your help. And all our help comes from the Lord. Remember, don't allow your history to determine your destiny.